Just a quick update. I'm sure that all the cricket fans have been waiting for this particular day for a while now. The team has been announced for T20 World Cup 2024. Visas will be produced for few people. So let's talk about the team first, and let's then discuss about who is missed and who are those unlucky players, who are those who could have got a chance but couldn't make it, and those who probably could have thought about the other got a chance. Right. First thing first, it is definitely not an easy thing at all. Being skipper, being a coach, being a selector for such a massive team like India. The reason why I say massive team, big team, it's not tough. Lot of talents, but why are we not winning World Cup? So winning a tournament is completely different from the talents that we have. I understand that we have not won anything after 2013 from an ICC standpoint. But the most important thing here is we have abundance of talent, and that's something we have to say thanks to IPL. But yes, we have not won a tournament, which we kind of disappointed. Last almost 10, 11 years now, we are disappointed. But this year's team, I honestly felt we had kind of 24 team players who were ready to play. We had literally two Indian teams which could have easily played. You can easily replace one after another person. That's the way that we had a good team. That's why I keep saying India should start looking at having two T20 teams, two T20 teams playing one another, like different countries at the same time. We should start focusing that, because we need to start giving opportunities for lot of youngsters who are playing for the in IPL and playing wonderfully well. So I definitely feel after this particular tournament, we would have some tournaments I'm not sure whether we are traveling to Afghanistan or Zimbabwe or Ireland. I guess there is a tour that is happening, for which you might see these Ruturaj Gaikwads, Abhishek Sharma, Mayank Yadav, Sandeep Sharma, so many players who have done really well in IPL could just definitely get into it, is what I feel. Now let's talk about the current team, which is I felt not a big surprise, apart from few, not few, few broken hearts, I would say. I mean, someone like a Rinku Singh definitely is like, had played an exceptional game, had been not got enough chances in IPL. Is that because he was dropped? I don't know. Maybe because they felt since Adhik has come back, or was there a competition between Dubey and Rinku? Dubey's hitting power is different. But can Dubey finish a game? That's where I wanted to have raise this question. Yes, Dubey can play that role of hard hitting left hander, especially when it comes to spin, or even fast bowling. But my question is the role of a finisher. Uh, so does that mean when Hardik has come back, Hardik has got the finisher role, and Rinku was left out? Because that's the huge question that they had. Uh, and on the other hand, I would have still gone with Sandeep Sharma. I know for some reason, most of the teams, or most of the predictions or predictors were giving only three fast bowlers, or say, including Hardik, it was four fast bowlers. But I strongly feel we should have had someone like a Sandeep Sharma, or even Avesh Khan was doing well. Yes, Avesh Khan is there in the reserves. We have Rinku, Shubman Gill, who is a future star, but could not find a place in this particular 11 or a 15. So they had to push him into the reserve, which I feel, I don't know if he could have still been there. I don't know. Rather, we could have had another fast bowler. And I also feel honestly, I've not listened to the news yet, but still feel there could be a lot more fast bowlers who could travel with this Indian team squad, and then possibly get a chance too. Uh, Again, my heart goes for the Sandeep Sharma because the way and manner he has bowled in the tough conditions, whether being it in the power play or whether it is in the death overs, and he has done amazingly well. And this guy has not been like the very first time. He has that huge experience as well. But yeah, I do back for Siraj, and Siraj in IPL is completely different when it comes to Siraj in international cricket. So I agree with that. Bumrah needs some backing from Siraj definitely, if he is playing or if Ashdeep is playing. Again, Ashdeep, or is it could have been Natarajan. So that question again, you know, I don't know. See, it is very tough as a selector whether you found a player earlier and then are we gonna back that player, or are we gonna have player who has done really well in this particular IPL and just give him a chance. So that is few areas. If I actually say Jitesh Sharma, Ravi Bishnoi, these are guys who have got on the other side, and player like on Enrico Singh as well, on one side. And if you look at Ashdeep Singh, Siraj, and I don't know. These two, maybe, yeah. So these two are kind of on this side, saying that yes, Samson had a having a fantastic season. We all would have loved him to be there. I'm happy that they've gone back to Rahul and they've kept Samson for sure. I don't see he's playing in 11, but I'm so happy he's there. And on the other hand, similarly for someone like Yashasvi, I mean Yuzvendra Chahal has done everything that he gets into the 15. But do you think he will be in the 11s? I don't see a chance for him in the 11s. If that is the case, why was he picked? Rather, why couldn't have gone for another extra fast bowler? I don't know. That is one question that I know it is very tough. It is not at all easy to be a selector. I keep saying this because how do you drop someone like a Ruturaj Gaikwad? Ruturaj Gaikwad at his best can take any team. And how do you drop someone like, or even think not giving a chance to someone like an as I said earlier, with the current form, Abhishek Sharma, Shashank Singh, Ashutosh Sharma. Now, these guys are doing really well, red hot form. Are we going to straight away put into the World Cup scenario? That is a question, right? So that's why I said it is very important. Those who have already played, those who have already performed for India, okay, these guys needs to be given a chance, longer run, because we know that these guys have an opportunity. But at the same time, they have not performed well in the recent form. Someone like Siraj, as I said, someone like Nashdeep Singh, as I said, and we had an ample replacement. So for some Ashdeep Singh, Khalil Ahmed have done well. Natarajan has done really well with the slower ones and stuff. So that's the difficult areas that as an coach or as a selector, or as a captain, it is very tough to decide upon. And the best part, again, I keep saying, is I felt Indian coaching management or a selector management team has already reached out to each IPL teams regarding the impact player. If you actually look out for last few games, you could have seen Shivam Dubey not being replaced or not being gone back as an impact sub. You would have seen Yashasvi Jaiswal not being an impact sub. You could have seen, if I'm not wrong, who was the other person? Even Rinku Singh. Rinku Singh have been given as impact sub quite a lot of time, and Rinku Singh started getting opportunity. You would have seen Jaddu playing ahead of Shivam Dubey. You would have seen Aksar playing ahead of a few others in their own team. So I felt, honestly, I felt, all the franchisees have had a talk, or probably Indian team management had a talk with the all franchisees in terms of these are the players that we are looking out for. These are the things that we wanted your support, and probably look at their numbers as well and how do they perform as well. And I don't know if that is true, but I really felt that, because being honest, all the franchises are also Indians, and definitely they would also want, on the back of their mind, they would also want their team to do well in the World Cup and win as well, right? So I strongly felt that a message has passed, and that's the reason why in recent times you would have seen Aksar Patel batting a lot, and things like that. So saying that, I'm still with this team, an amazing team. I would love to see Pandya performing really, really, really well, and I'm so happy that he's still been the vice captain, because a lot of talks were there, like Rishabh Pant could be the vice captain for this tournament. But in that manner, I'm so happy. That is a good thing to, not falling for the media, not falling for the what's the people's, what the audience or what the crowd is doing to Hardik Pandya. That is a very good sign. Now it is a statement that the Indian team is saying, you know what, you are a gem. In India we don't see a fast bowling all rounder, so you are our precious gem, and you are our vice captain. You could probably be the next captain as well. So that, I feel that will have a huge impact in today's game in Mumbai, for Mumbai Indians as well, is what I strongly feel, because that message is so clear from the Indian management, and saying that you are important for us. Go on, you are the finisher for us. We waited for you, because of you. In fact, we had lost the World Cup 2023. I still strongly feel if Hardik Pandya was there, it could have been a completely different World Cup for us. There was always a chance Ashwin could have played in the finals, because of that one additional fast bowling all rounder. We could play around with our options in the bowling lineup. Is the most important factor that Hardik brings into the table. So even this time, I don't know how they are going to bring in, but I would strongly want all three all-rounders to be in the team. Be it Hardik, be it Jaddu, be it Aksar Patel. 6, 7, 8. If these three are there in the team, then that's one of the best team that we can have. I don't know how they're going to fit in. Say 9 Kuldeep, 10 and 11. Be it Bumrah and Ashdeep, or be Bumrah and Siraj. I don't know whichever way that they're going. But if this is the combination, then think about the top five. That's the toughest thing, right? So Rohit Kohli or Rohit Yashasvi, because I don't want Sky not to play, below three. Three is the number for Sky, or if they're going for Samson or Punt, it is again depends on who are they going with. If they're going for Samson, then Samson at three and Sky at four. If they're going for Punt, then Sky at three and Punt at four. Fifth would be Shivam Dubey, locked, irrespective of the situation, and then go with the 5, 6. Because I always had this Rinku Singh or Hardik Pandya more than Rinku Singh or Shivam Dubey, because I would have loved to have Shivam Dubey, but I need a finisher. So Pandya's bowling is very, very, very important for India. If Pandya, uh, Pandya, Jaddu, and Aksar, all these three can contribute, say, 10 overs in every single game. That's just amazing. And you have the other three bowlers, fast bowlers, and the Kuldeep combination can have the next 10 overs, which that Kuldeep and Bumrah, or say Bumrah can have that 4 overs for sure. Then 6 overs between Kuldeep and the other player could also do wonders. So India will have one of the best attacks, and definitely we will go for run. We can target going for runs if we have this combination of 11. It's very tough, as I said, whether to include Yashasvi or to include Kohli. But yes, as I said, important games we would want Kohli to be there. It's a World Cup, T20 eyes. What has Kohli done with all his numbers speaks. So it is very important he stays there, right? He can attack the power play, and then he can just stay on and ensure all the other batters. So Fred, Rohit, Sky, Pant, Dube, Pandey, everybody can knock the ball around. Everybody can hit the ball outside the park. Not that Kohli cannot, but Kohli can play that 140, 150 strike rate. He can still play that during the power play. He can still be that 150, 150, 160 strike rate. Do outside of power play between 7 to 15, he can definitely play at 120 or even at 110. That's absolutely fine. And then after 15, we know that he can still accelerate in 200 strike rate. So there is no question about strike rate. It is about someone who can continue playing. Someone who can carry the bat in T20 as well. It is very important. If there is one solid person, batsman on the other side, it feels, it brings down the pressure on the other side, right? Someone like and Rohit can play, go for his shots. Someone like Shivam Dube, Jaddu, Sky, everyone can just keep going for their shots, is what I feel. And I said this earlier as well. It's very tough. I'm sure no matter who is picked, others will have complaints. There is no complaints. Complaints here, but the problem here is we have too much of players with us, and it's time. I keep repeating this. It's time India starts looking at two different teams, and then start creating that 2026 team now itself. It's quite easy, with all those amazing players. You could have another tour, which can happen, which could also help out all the associate nation. Think about going into Nepal and then playing there, or inviting Nepal to India and playing here. Whichever way, Nepal is also getting exposure. Be it same way if you are going to US, same way if you're going to Zimbabwe or any other nations, associate nations. It helps their board. It helps our the players as well, getting exposure, playing for India, not as an India A, but it should be properly as an India team. So, as I keep saying, it is time for us to have two teams playing at the same time, playing in different conditions, playing at different countries, as Indian team, especially T20I teams. Uh, so that's about this year's IPL players. I'm so happy about is definitely Aksar. I would have been very unhappy if he was not picked. Reason is he have done enough. It's very unfortunate that he missed out in even in the World Cup 2023 because of that hamstring injury, because of that lovely knock that he played in the Asia Cup. He missed out. Ashwin got in. If Aksar was there in the squad, probably he could have still played in that final, and maybe it would have been a different situation. So yeah, ifs and buts are there in cricket and lives. So let's not talk about it. So I'm so happy for Aksar, and I would definitely try and fit him somehow in the 11s. And the way Bumrah is going, I would want Bumrah to shine and be that reckless bowler, and on the other hand, Sky to be that destroyer. Punt doing the punts business is just amazing to watch. Samson will also put his foot forward, because I've never seen Samson shout at that way. When the win against LSG, it's kind of a statement that he was leaving to everyone. Because there was talks going around like Kale could be looked at rather than Samson. I felt that could have been very, very disastrous if that had happened, because KL, if he had played in the middle order this year, then I would have still gone with KL rather than Samson or a punt, if he had performed it at the number four or number five for this year in LSG, because he has gone back to opening. You cannot look beyond Rohit, Ruturaj, Yashasvi, again Kohli, and then even Gill. I mean, there is no doubt that KL is an exceptional player. It's not about KL the talent. It's about the people who are in form, and people who should be given the long run. So very tough, as I said. Given a condition, Kale could play in any international team. That's the talent that he has, and that goes with Rudraj, that goes with Natraj, and that goes with any player who's not picked. So tough luck for those who have not made it. All the best for all those who made it, and it's going to be a fantastic World Cup in USA and West Indies. Can we make it? That's a question. Let's have a different conversation on that. Thank you all. நல்லா இருப்போம், நல்லா இருப்போம். எல்லாரும் நல்லா இருப்போம். Bye bye.